Hi guys, hi everybody. So, when I went on holiday, I made a traveller's journal to take with me, and it's got 2 signatures in. So there's your first one, and then it's got a flip there, and it's got another little one here, and then here I've just done an elasticated ribbon, some lace, and then it makes it that I could add extra pages. So I've added some plain white paper, carbon paper, and some mixed media paper. So it means that everything's covered that I normally want to do on holiday, and it all just fits nicely into this folder. So I've made another one just out of some 12 by 12 cardstock that I had, and I folded it into 3, and I cut a little bit off the top because it was a bit big. But again, I've done a two signature one, so that'll fasten into there and that'll fasten into there, and it'll close that way like that. So I thought I'd show you how I did it with some papers. I love this. This is from a Ready Reckoner book that I picked up. I can't even think where I picked it up, maybe on a junk shop or something. So I start by folding my pages, and I only want 2 signatures, so it's not going to take ages. And I just fold them all in half, but I do it long ways so that they're long and thin. And I think these book pages, well, these are from a French book that my friend brought from France, which they're not a bad size actually. They fit quite well. A bit short, but they'll be fine. So I think I'll do 4 of those pages. And they don't even have to be like even and exactly down the middle, because it doesn't matter, because it's going to be like a junk journal that you can use every day or whenever you want, really. This is an old book. We're members of our local steam railway, and they have a bookstall, and it's full of old books. And this is the Register of Scottish Signal Boxes. And I thought it was really nice because it's got lots of like data in, but then it's got a lot of maps in too. So I really like them, and that's the pages that I'm using today. So you can pick up these sort of pages from all over the place. I think these might be a bit wide, but we'll see. And then some music paper. I don't know whether, I think we'll do this in half. Have I done that? Is that right? And this music paper, again, from a junk shop. I think it cost me £1 for the whole book. And I got a couple because they were £1 in an old junk shop in Scarborough. And then this one, I'll do it this way, but it's going to be too wide. And I don't measure, I just eyeball it and hope for best, and then tear these pieces. But I save all my scraps as well. So these are some scrappy pieces. There we go. And everything, I just fold it in half lengthways, or nearly lengthways, nearly half even. Just normal basic A4 writing paper. Just tear off. got some writing paper. I've got some graph paper in here as well, and the graph paper's got a bit of a water stain on it, but it doesn't matter because it's not precious. And we're just making something fun that we can use as well. I write in mine, I doodle in mine, I paint in mine, mark making, a bit of all sorts. This is from the chip shop paper, our local chippy, and I got it for my jelly plate for my printing, because it's really good at taking on the paint. And I asked the owner to get me a ream, so he did, and we are slowly working our way through it. My partner uses it to light the fire, much to my disgust, but I use it for painting on. Jelly prints, the kids use it for drawing on. I use it as a base sheet so I don't get paint everywhere. So then I've made quite a few like master sheets out of that paper, just because it's easy to work with, and there's loads of it, and because there's loads of it, I'm not that cautious with it, you know. I've got some other papers that are just sat there not getting used because I don't want to damage them, but then I really need to use them because they're really lovely and they look lovely in a journal. So then, now that they're all folded, I'll just cut them all to some sort of size, and I'll just check that's a bit tall, but that one is taller, isn't it? So, and it all depends if you want your papers to hang out the top or not, but you can trim them down. That's one. And remember, we want to make 2. So I'll just make 2 piles of papers and keep my cloths. I've got an idea of what size they are, so I just rough estimate it for now. And when you put them in, you can always remeasure and sort them out. There. Like that. But so quick and easy to make. And I've got a market stall. Well, I've got a stall at a fun event, a summer event on Sunday. And I've started taking, rather than just my resin things, I've started taking more of my junk journaling things. So I'm take them with me, and if I sell anything that's junk journal sort of esque, I am overjoyed. A little girl, her mum bought a journal last time. I was over the moon that she bought one of my handmade journals. I think these are just student flashcards or little postcards, but they're a nice size. Let's see if that goes in there. But you can see how it's going to come together, can't you? And it's really nice. Nice bit of map on here. And I think they're all Scotland. I think. I don't really know. I don't recognise anywhere on there. But yeah, I think they're all Scottish. But then once you've got your pages together, I'm going to pamphlet stitch them in, so that they are secure. And then you can decorate them as much or as little as you want. So these are some little pages, so what I'll do is I'll stick some of these in. Yeah. This one's missing a postcard, isn't it? And that is all I've done with them. So then you've got your two signatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we'll add a few more little bits in here because 7. Just adds a bit more to it. 8. 9. 9. 10. Is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pages. And here's one that I did. Another 12 by 12 sheet that I folded, tri-folded it. And then this will be another journal. And yeah, they're a bit tall, but they're fine. This one needs extra pages in. But I haven't put any French pages in, that's why. But you can use your scraps in here as well, and then everything gets used up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need 2 more. 9. 9. And we'll have another 10. There. So there you go. So that's another one. So then that will fold inside there and be stitched in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some belly bands on here so you can add some other things into, like tags. But you could also add another belly band there to add some more things. And you could add a belly band there, or on the front, or on the back. But yeah. So what I'll do is I'll stitch these together and then I'll do some belly bands as well. So I'll see you all soon. Bye.